What's going on, guys? It's Deathmark here. Today I'm going to be talking about some really interesting information concerning the Black Ops 7 ARG website called theguild.io. So if you haven't checked this out for yourselves, I would recommend doing so, which I will link down in the description. So over the past few videos we've recently found out we've got a really interesting trailer that we reacted to a couple of videos ago now. So if you haven't checked that out, I will leave that in the info card above and linked down in the description to make sure you guys do check that out. So that's really interesting to take a look at. So I got a bit more knowledge of exactly what this game is going to be about as such. A few videos ago we also mentioned about the really interesting presumably score streaks. So we've got the dog, which is really interesting there. So it gives us like a 360 view of each of these really interesting what's the word? Kind of trying to find the best way to describe them, but I think they're essentially called score streaks, but they're showing us under the innovations link, which is also linked down in the description, so make sure you guys do check that out. But interestingly, they've added another tab recently, which is called Investor Relations. So basically this one appears to be more campaign related, I suppose. So I'm going to read through this, let me know what you guys have some thoughts of this in the comments box down below. For over 3 decades, the Guild has shaped the systems that safeguard our world from disaster response to home defence, consumer goods and AI-driven humanitarian tools. The Guild has delivered consistent returns with a market model serving both public and private sectors, and with a growing portfolio of consumer security products, it continues to expand its global footprint. In a world facing rapid change, rising uncertainty and increasing risk, the Guild builds a future free from fear for what others can't, tech you can trust. You're not just investing in the future of protection, you're investing in the future of humanity. So basically I'm going to take a look at this really interesting little timeline here. So as you guys can see, for those who don't know, we actually took a look at a really interesting article in my most recent video prior to this one. So basically it talks about it was founded in 1992, and then I think it went to like more technical stuff in 2002, so that's really interesting. So Guild established itself in shipping, trade and industrial hauling, transforming underground expertise into global operations through strategic integration. So that is really interesting. The next one we've got here is from 2002 to 2012. Guild acquires key manufacturers and consolidates control of production and distribution, laying the groundwork for large-scale operational dominance. So that is really interesting to think about there. Deployment into civil systems. Military-grade technologies are adapted for civilian use, including prisons, hospitals, elder care and global aid, expanding Guild's footprint into public-facing sectors. And in 2022 to 2032, rise of consumer technologies, Guild pivots towards robotics, autonomous systems and scalable electronics for global and domestic use, embedding its presence into everyday life. So that is really interesting. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments box down below. Can we take anything from the images? This one getting like Shipment vibes here, but obviously Shipment is a Modern Warfare map, so it'll be interesting to see whether they decide to go ahead with that, but really keen to hear what you guys' opinions are there. I've also got a interesting look here at what appears to be some sort of factory, so that is really interesting. I don't think we're going to get much out of these, but we've got a look at this really interesting, some sort of drone there. I think it went by name of, let me just bring up the innovations tab again. It is the Legion drone, which is this one as you guys are currently seeing on screen. I'll just show you another look here at the 360 view of that said drone. So that is really interesting there. So also it went on to talk about the other three of the other 4 said score streaks, for lack of a better term. So as you guys can see, we've got the dog, the DAWG, which is this one that we got from one of the articles the other day. The other one we got is a GR5 innovation, which is this really interesting robot-like. I'm guessing it's going to end up being a score streak, I guess, but we'll have to wait and see. And finally, we also got a look at the HKD. So I can't wait to check this thing out, but it's terrain adapted and it is really nimble, so let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments. The only one that's currently redacted to us, I suppose, at the moment is currently under investigation is the GQC. So obviously, I think I've got very limited information on this one, so we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys' opinions are of that in the comments box down below. So also we've got some really interesting articles. Now I went over Wired in my other video, so make sure you guys do take a look at that. The next one here comes from Forbes, which is a known, I think it's a known news source for more factual based stuff, so that's really interesting. And the Dog Capabilities, which is a social news type source, which is on, it looks like it's on the Puberty Instagram account, so that's really interesting. So this is pretty much covering what the said those aforementioned articles do talk about, so that's really interesting. Fully equipped, the dog can do more than just fetch. It has the capability to eliminate threats, detect emotions, and also never tire with persistent pursuit. There hasn't been a faithful companion since man domesticated the wolf. The dog releases ahead of their next model, the GR5. So very, very interesting stuff. So they've got 3 different Activision partners to basically comment, by the looks of it, on these really interesting I suppose next generation score streaks, but we'll have to wait on innovations, I should really be saying. So if you haven't checked these out, I would recommend doing so, which I will leave linked down in the description. Make sure you guys do check those out. Hope you guys found this video interesting. If you did, smash the like button. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so it's an upload, and I'll see you guys next one. Interestingly, I've just literally been informed, breaking news here for you guys. This is the date to mark down in your calendars. It's the 14th of August 2025. It looks like we're going to be getting big things on the horizon. So we're not exactly sure what this could be about. It could be an early look at campaign. I highly doubt it. Or it could potentially be an early look at multiplayer, but we'll have to wait and see. Or we could get some sort of another trailer perhaps. Really keen to hear what you guys' opinions are of this. Obviously we'll be covering this tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.